One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Wolverines will get us started with with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Griffin. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Griffin. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one. The back end, he's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out, out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Floats it out in space. And the defense holds
This linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, how about the defense? How about the respect level for this guy? Double team him, and what happens? He still wins. You think the offense is going to continue to feature this guy?
The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing their rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
He's got it.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
The Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here he comes out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The lone back's got it. Shows him the stiff arm. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. From the gun, the ground game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Snares it outside. It's Vick. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys in my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way.
Not only did they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
On the direct snap, it's Cruz. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's going for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Going for 6. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gators will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Floating away. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Griffin. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
One of the most important things you have to do as a defensive end is keep contained. You can't let QBs scramble outside the pocket. That's when they make big plays. Not only can they run, now they can chuck the ball deep down the field because they bought time for the receivers to run deep down the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 20. The 10. And he brings it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the first half. What a disaster. That might get the offensive coordinator fired at halftime.
And just when you thought this half was going to end ho-hum, the offense coughs it up, and the defense is able to not only recover the fumble, but they take it back for a touchdown. They steal more points before heading in at halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Going to sling it on second down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. The Gators sending the offense back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Griffin. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Pulls and fires complete. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fights off the defender. Past the 1st down marker and still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Big guy smells it. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be fourth down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal, but a touchdown here gives you extra push. Touchdown, Wolverines! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man quickly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown Gators! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Troy. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give on the inside. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter. The give to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just there.
The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for space. It's Cruz. He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Come on, set. Hand off from the shotgun. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments.
Other scores from around the country. Slippery Rock, 35. Gannon University, 17.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat.
29 Philly, 2 Convoy.
On the direct snap, it's Kamara. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's shown it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown in the season.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Did not go on the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
By the receiver.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Running back searching for a hole. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Gators. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Kennesaw State. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he's got it! He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? You kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
A gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. They want to throw it. Working that left side now. He will not make it to the end zone. The 2-point conversion attempt fails, and they are still down by 1 here deep in the game. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.